What if I told you the biggest reason men over 50 miss real attraction is not because it is not happening, but because it no longer looks the way they expect? Most men over 50 miss the exact moment a woman starts showing interest. Not because they are unaware or out of touch, but because the signals have changed. She is not going to flirt the way she did decades ago. No obvious laughter, no direct confession, no bold invitation. Instead, it comes through something subtle, almost easy to overlook. A simple question. Light, casual, and harmless on the surface, but quietly opening a door. And if you do not recognize that moment, it disappears just as quietly. You walk away thinking it was just a nice conversation. She walks away assuming you were not interested. Nothing went wrong, you just did not realize what was really happening underneath. This is what is about. Those small, indirect questions women ask when they are interested but still cautious. Moments where she is testing the energy without fully stepping forward. In the next few minutes, you will start to see what she is actually asking, why it matters, and how to respond in a way that shows you are present and confident without trying too hard or chasing. Because the truth is simple. After 50, you do not need to do more. You just need to notice more. Once you do, you will begin to recognize interest where you once saw politeness. You will feel warmth in conversations you thought were just casual. And you will realize you were never invisible. You just were not reading the signals. One of the most common questions she might ask sounds innocent. How old are you, really? It often comes with a playful tone, maybe even a smile. But she is not asking for a number. She is trying to understand how you feel about yourself.
As she already knows you are not young in the traditional sense.
That is not the point. What she is really looking for is how you carry your age. Do you wear it with confidence, or do you hide behind jokes and discomfort? The way you respond tells her everything. If you avoid it, laugh it off, or make a self-deprecating comment, something shifts. She is not judging your age, she is sensing your energy. What stands out is not youth, it is presence. A man who is at peace with his life, who owns his years instead of apologizing for them. A grounded answer makes all the difference. Something calm, something real. Not trying to impress, just showing you are comfortable in your own skin. Because what she is really asking is whether you are still fully alive in your own life. There was a man once, Rick, 64, confident in many ways but caught off guard in one moment. A woman he was talking to leaned in and asked him that exact question. He tried to be clever and joked, "Too old for you?" She laughed, but the energy dropped instantly. Later, he realized he had not answered her. He had avoided the moment completely. That is where most men lose it. These are not questions, they are invitations. And when you deflect, she hears hesitation. Another question that often throws men off is, why aren't you married? It can feel personal, even uncomfortable, but when asked gently, it is not judgment. It is curiosity with intention. She is not asking for your full story. She is trying to understand if you are emotionally available, if there is space in your life for something real. This is where many men make a mistake. Some go into long explanations about past relationships. Others become dismissive or negative. Both reactions send the same message, that something is unresolved. She is not listening to the details. She is feeling how you carry your past. Whether you are at peace or still holding on to something heavy. A simple, calm answer works best. Honest, but not loaded. Showing that your past is behind you and your present is open. There was another man, Gerald, who met a woman while working in a garden. Their conversation was easy, natural. At one point, she asked him why he was not married. He became uncomfortable, gave a short, awkward answer, and quickly changed the topic. He thought it was just a random question. Later, he realized she was asking because she was considering him. But by then, the moment had already passed. That is how it happens. These opportunities do not come with clear signals or loud announcements. They show up quietly, hidden inside simple questions. And if you do not recognize them, they fade before you even realize what they meant.
On a deeper level, this moment carries real psychological weight. She feels something, but she will not risk being open unless you show her it is safe. If your answer sounds cold, bitter, or guarded, she pulls back.
But if you respond with calm confidence and a sense of ease, like a man who has made peace with his past and is open to something new, that tells her everything. So when she asks why you are not married, do not shut the door. Give her a reason to stay curious about what could happen next. Another question that can catch you off guard is, do you date younger women? It can feel like a compliment or even a test, but it is neither. She is not asking about your history. She is quietly trying to understand if she could be more than just someone you talk to. What she really wants to know is whether you see her, not her age. Most men respond the wrong way. Some try to impress by talking about younger women they have dated. Others immediately shut it down by saying they are too old, killing the moment before it even begins. Both miss what she is really asking, which is simple. Do I have a chance with you?
A better answer keeps things grounded and focused on connection.
Something like saying you care more about how you connect with someone than how old they are. That kind of response makes her feel seen and respected, not compared. I remember a man named Marcus, 59, sharp and confident. He met a woman in a bookstore, and after an easy conversation over coffee, she asked him that exact question. He smiled and said he values energy and connection more than age. That was all it took. Her smile changed. It became real. That moment turned into something more because he stayed present instead of overthinking it. When she asks this, she is giving you permission to meet her halfway. She is exploring a possibility without putting herself fully on the line. Your job is not to impress her. It is to respond with clarity and warmth so the moment can grow. Then there is the question, what kind of woman do you usually go for? It sounds like small talk, but it is not. She is quietly comparing herself to your answer.
She is wondering if she fits into your world.
Many men make the mistake of listing traits like they are describing a checklist. Looks, hobbies, lifestyle. But she is not listening for a list. She is listening for how you see women and whether you are open to something real. The better way is to talk about qualities that matter, things like kindness, curiosity, or a sense of humor, traits that she can recognize in herself. If she is asking, chances are she already hopes she fits what you describe. There was a man named Elliot, 62, who answered this without thinking too hard. He said he likes someone who brings a sense of calm and peace just by being there. Later, the woman told him she hoped she was that kind of person. That is what happens when you answer with sincerity instead of trying to impress. This question is her way of deciding whether to lean in or step back. Your answer either opens the door or quietly closes it. Sometimes she will smile and ask, "Are you always this charming?" It sounds like a compliment, but it is also a test. She is feeling the connection and wants to see if you can stay in that moment without deflecting. Many men ruin this by making a joke or brushing it off, and just like that, the spark fades. A better response is simple and present, something that reflects the moment back to her. Let her feel that you are aware of what is happening without trying to hide from it. None of these moments are loud or obvious. They do not come with clear signals or bold words. They arrive quietly, hidden inside simple questions, soft smiles, and small openings that are easy to miss if you are not paying attention. And that is where most men lose the opportunity. Not because they lack value, but because they fail to recognize the moment for what it truly is. The truth is, Attraction at this stage of life is not about trying harder or saying the perfect line. It is about awareness. It is about being present enough to feel what is happening beneath the surface and confident enough to respond without fear or hesitation. Every question she asks is not just curiosity, it is a chance. A chance to show her who you are, how you carry yourself, and whether you are open to something real. When you answer with calm, honesty, and a quiet sense of confidence, you create space for something deeper to grow. So the next time you find yourself in one of these conversations, do not brush it off as small talk. Slow down, listen closely. Because behind those simple words, there may be real interest waiting for you to meet it halfway. And in the end, it is not about saying more. It is about noticing more. Because once you do, you will stop missing these moments and start living them.